Greetings everyone, Rackhamdar here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I got another Legends of Runeterra video. For today's video, we are jumping into some new decks with the most recent patch, and the big champion on everyone's mind, of course, is Braum. Braum got honestly just a huge rework in general. Not necessarily rework, he still functions fairly the same. But they did a lot of adjustments on this champion, and it made him a lot better, and we can now do a lot more with him. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of those changes and talk about the deck. We are playing him with VLADAMIR, a pretty standard combination of regions and champions that a lot of people have experimented with in the past. This used to be a pretty lacking region combination, or I shouldn't say region combination, because there is some more synergies than there used to be, but in terms of champion combinations, this has been a lot kind of relegated to like tier 3 or below, just kind of strategies that can do all right, but not necessarily consistent enough to compete with top decks. But with the new changes to Braum, one of the reasons that Braum was always a problem when it came to playing him in a competitive environment was the fact that cards like Will of Ionia and Vengeance exist. Braum has a huge requirement to level up, in that you must survive 10 total damage. He has Challenger Regeneration and 5 health, which is a pretty strong combination of keywords and a pretty high level of HP for a unit. He used to be 0 attack, but now he has 1 attack, which I think is a really important change. A really just like in general, like just a solid change. Like he wants to. You no longer need to set him up to like be buffed. He can actually come into the field with some attack power to kind of, you know, whittle down some of your opponent's board, which was something that he lacked in the past. He would just kind of sit there, and your opponent sometimes didn't even care if he challenged you, because obviously you're not going to die. And a lot of cards, or in a lot of decks, especially this deck in particular, were forced to run a lot of things like Braum's Take Heart in order to permanently buff him so that your opponent actually was threatened by the Braum. But yeah, like he would go down and then your opponent would kind of ignore him, and then when he would get close to leveling up, your opponent would just play Will of Ionia and put him back into the hand, or just play Vengeance and outright kill him. But now there's actually some pre-level benefits to the Braum. The first time, one of the biggest changes they did was the first time he survives damage, he summons a Mighty Poro, which is this 3-mana 3/3 with Overwhelm. Really powerful effect, allowing you to, you know, kind of swarm a little bit more with the Braum on the field. Previously, his level up condition is that every time he survives damage, he summons these Poros. So he becomes a really powerful unit generating engine, like one of the strongest, honestly. Like leveled up Braum, like when you compare it to other champions that have this kind of unit engine in them, like Maokai, Heimerdinger, is there any other ones? I guess Elise in some regard. He's probably the best, because you can kind of ping him multiple times. Like every single time you do something to damage him, he's going to generate that same unit, and it is a pretty powerful unit. Heimerdinger still might be better in that unit generation aspect, but he is up there with the, you know, with the best. And if you have a lot of ways to, you know, do some minor damage to him, you can swarm your board pretty quickly. And that's one of the reasons we like Transfusion so much. This allows us to, at burst speed, generate a unit, which was something that's one of the things Heimerdinger doesn't have. In order to play the turrets, you have to play them from your hand. But Braum will summon his units immediately, so if you have multiple transfusions and a leveled up Braum, you can buff up your side of the board while simultaneously swarming with those Poros. So that could be pretty powerful, and this is a really powerful early game combo as well, now that he does have the first the new text to generate the Poro on before level up, you can at burst speed give yourself a mighty Poro, challenge your opponent so that you can let your mighty Poro and other early game units go through. So it's a really awesome change. I really like this. It gives you pressure before leveling up, because before leveling up in the past, Braum didn't generate any pressure. And then because he is pretty susceptible to those hard removals, he would just kind of, you know, he would just sit there, you would buff him up maybe, or you would try to get him leveled up, and then before he gets leveled up at the end, or you know, right when you give him like a ton of buffs, your opponent just, you know, nope, denied. So, and then like playing him again from the hand, he's a 3 mana 0/5, like you just kind of lost every sense, like all sense of tempo you can imagine. So this is a really important change. They did increase his mana cost because of it, and I think it's a really powerful change that's going to really impact a lot of the stuff, a lot of the meta, I should say. Don't know, you know, sometimes English and talking can be really hard. But anyway, the rest of the deck is comprised of these early game units that are really you know, built around surviving damage. This is definitely far from the most optimal ratioing. I'm in silver at the moment, just, you know, FYI. I've been playing, I didn't grind a lot last season, so I ended in platinum, and they reset the ranked did reset, so now we're in silver. And we're just having fun with some of these newer decks. Thankfully, silver isn't at the very moment seeing a ton of degenerate burn, though there were a couple that I had to play against. But this was the kind of overall ratioing that I came up with at the very kind of like not last minute, but like just kind of an initial concept idea as we played on the stream. We did make a few changes. I was trying to play the 3 mana Noxus card, Death's Hand, that deals 2 to an enemy and 1 to the enemy nexus. This didn't play out super well. You'll see in the replays and the gameplay that I have that we do play this, and it does have some effectiveness, but I ultimately decided, you know, if we're playing Freljord, Omen Hawk's pretty much a must-have. It's like the best Freljord card, so might as well play it. And then we also threw in some Ruthless Raiders in favor of less Ember Maidens to kind of round out the ratios. Take Heart, Fury of the North. This card's just disgustingly good. Like, it's a really powerful card. And then we are playing around VLADAMIR as well, and these two combined can generate a lot of pressure for your opponent. You can use Braum, challenge your opponent. The VLADAMIR effect will go off as well, giving you 2 Poros, and then you just keep swarming with Poros, activating VLADAMIR's ability to, you know, deal damage to all of your units, and then deal damage to enemy nexus. And this works in combination with all those Poros as well. And since we're generating just so many units from all of these, you know, pings onto Braum, then you know, VLADAMIR gets a ton of value. And it's a really fun deck. I don't know if this will be the competitive way to play Braum in the future. We're just gonna have to see how it plays out. I do have a couple of other ideas that I want to experiment with when it comes to this champion. But this was the first, right? This is how everyone experimented with Braum in the beta. This was how I first played Braum. Braum and VLADAMIR was one of my favorite decks in the beta, even though it wasn't competitive almost at all. So I'm really excited to share this one with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and that's going to be it. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button down below. YouTube enjoys it when you press its button, so it would really help out the channel if you could do so. And then, of course, subscribe and hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when more future videos go live. Remember, those videos are Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Eventually, I'll put that on the, you know, the channel page somewhere, letting people know. But for now, I'll just keep reminding you during videos. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the replays. Later. Oh boy. Oh boy. Everyone's playing Degenerate. Everyone climbing back up. Oh my god. We might need to cut down the ratios of these. Death's Hand might actually... we might actually want this to be less. Just not turning out to be as effective as I had hoped.
I can do this.
Yeah, that sucks. Right, we got a transfusion. Is he gonna open swing here? It's a pretty smart open swing. We get to do this now, which I very much approve.
First big mission.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
Fine, fine.
Crimson Curator, block his Broom Crew rookie.
Time to go.
And generate me a free card. Another Crimson Curator. Okay. Got a lot of stuff on his board. I think we want the Disciple. We could go for another Curator. I play another Curator.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. Indeed you are. We gotta play defensively here. Alright, your move. Ah, nice. I like that. And then I can play the Disciple, which will make his attack with the rookie feel a little bit worse. Alright. Let's go. Alright, we'll block like this just in case. We don't want the 3 damage getting through. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Guess what? I got it too. He's got a lot more mana. How many tricks does he have? Ouch. Okay.
Better run. Got fired.
Alright, so we got 8 HP left. Looking pretty rough.
Come, Clara, we
Time
have
to
much to teach.
develop.
I can't wait.
Ooh. I wonder if I should. So this will deal 5 damage, and we'll have a really big swing. We lose this guy. Do this.
You must teach me when you have time. I'll think about it.
I'm actually okay because we have 2 of them. I'm okay with that. And this deck doesn't run a ton of like powerful units, so he's gonna have that.
It's nothing personal.
Honestly,
My
I'm
turn.
gonna do full swing.
Try me. Death doesn't scare me.
Ouch. Does he have the other? Okay, mystic shot. That's a mystic shot to one of my units and not to my face. Much appreciated. Your move, Major Foreskin. Just realized that name. Progress Day. What? Burn playing Progress Day?
No one's the
Nuts.
wiser.
We can, I think we can actually push for a game pretty decently here.
Remember your lessons?
Teach me again.
I think we can.
Just be sure. Let's get a good look at you.
Especially now.
Come, Clara, we have much to teach you.
I can't wait.
All right. Okay.
War Mason, reporting for duty. Make the Empire proud.
All right, we can outplay this. We're just gonna go for an open swing, and we have the Noxian Fervor
Bloodier the better.
backup. We just have to hope that he doesn't have two sources of face damage. If he has two sources of face damage, then we do this. Sweet. Let's go. Let's go. I actually really like this opening hand. I'm gonna hold on to it. We got Crimson with Transfusion, and we have a turn 3 play as well. I think we'll keep it. He is playing a control deck, Shadow Isles. So this will be kind of rough. Vengeance is certainly a struggle. Alright. I pass my turn to you. Seems you have no plays. Well, I will play Crimson Disciple.
What I can do.
Turn Ender. With no monsters on your field, I attack you directly. Strange move, my friend. Like, go for it. I'm actually gonna hold on to the Ember Maiden here. I want to keep mana open and available for some of my spells. Oh, strange. Why wouldn't you play the Catalyst after I hit you, so you actually heal the 3? Question mark? Alright. So he has 6 mana.
Braum is on the job.
Braum is on the job. I will play Braum
Is it
too.
the boosters? Who knows?
Okay. We got room for a lot of combat tricks here.
My turn.
First we fight. Have you met my shield?
Oh man, he has mana for vengeance here. There's really nothing I can do to play around something like that, though. He's gonna get his Mighty Portal for sure.
Think hard. Think strong.
Delicious.
Good luck. Have fun.
Let's try this line of play. Okay. Got a big hit on him.
My talons are frost, my wings the bitter
Alright,
winds.
so we have enough mana
And Braum is your
to
weak-
kill the Braum.
Is that all?
I'm gonna go for it. He had it. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Glimpse Beyond. At least we still get the damage to the Nexus.
It is easy, see?
Alright. Oh, let's go, Vladimir. Vengeance. Avalanche.
Sometimes icy heart just needs warm smile.
Go for that. I love using these disciples, man. I counter your vengeance with my elixir of iron, giving my unit 2 HP to survive, while simultaneously hitting your own Nexus for 2. I honestly think I want to play... I could play the Vladimir. He only has 3 mana, and we can get the Vladimir ability to go off. That's actually probably what we need to do.
My glory!
I summon Vladimir to the field.
You must be Lord Vladimir.
And you must suffer. My sweet little plaything.
We'll take the damage from this guy.
A world in perfect stillness.
I blocked your Nivea with Vladimir.
Ever watching.
Leave
Ooh.
your bags at the
Yeah,
door.
they're gonna heal for 3. That's actually kind of problematic. Can he block with this?
Oh, marvelous.
Can he block with the Anivia? We have the Tavern Keeper as well.
My turn.
We should be friends. Sometimes icy heart just needs warm smile.
Let it flow.
Alright.
Let's talk about your tag. I've carved meat bigger than you.
Your move. How will you defend against my onslaught of attacks? So that will drain him. I think I want to go for lethal here. Vladimir, on attack allows me to damage my own units to attack your Nexus directly. Yeah, that was probably very risky.
Let the flames take you. Eternal winter. Snow, wind, and ice.
You gotta vengeance it. Yeah, you gotta vengeance it.
Burn them all.
After forcing your mana, it is time to swarm my field with all of my units. I should have played this guy first. Okay. So he doesn't have mana to kill Vlad now. Do this.
By all means, get in my way.
Alright, this will be it. The moment of truth. Can you defend against my final attack?
Let's take this outside.
Bottoms up.
Vladimir. Crimson Pact.
I will endure.
Your last move. Double grasp. Withering Wail. Ooh, let's go. Vladimir, finish him. Ooh. That was a little... That was pretty close, pretty close.
Your taste is imperial.
Death's Hand. We don't have our Crimson Disciple, so we're gonna just drop this unit. Do they have anything with 2 HP that I would want to kill early on? I'm trying to think. The Omen Hawk, I guess, would be part of it. We don't really run any 1-drop ourselves. I guess we'll just hold on to it. We'll keep the Avros and Sentry. Oh well. Probably not the greatest draw. Alright, that makes things a little better. No 1-drop for our opponent, which is nice. Not seeing the
See the Debastian border from here.
Omen Hawk's pretty nice. I play Avros and Sentry, and with an open field will attack you directly. 2 damage. Your move.
No prey.
Misfortune, I see. Would you have an answer?
Oh, I can't wait.
I'll play the Crimson Disciple. Knowing you don't want to proc my unit's ability, I see you've chosen the wise move to pass your turn. But with Misfortune in it exposed, I will go ahead and attack you. Will you choose to
Don't get
risk
ahead of yourself.
your misfortune? Seems you do.
Look what you...
I will accept that block or attack.
Dangerous water.
Now I will play Death's Hand to finish off your misfortune. And simultaneously deal 1 to your Nexus. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll do this. Did he really fucking... When I'm summoned, summon a random 1-cost follower, and he managed to drop... He managed to super luck out and get an Omen Hawk? Come on. Come on. Ooh, I like that. I do want to keep options available.
Let's get him, crew.
Alright. So this just deals 1 to the enemy Nexus. Let's see. He has mana for Fury of the North, which makes blocking with Braum pretty risky. So we do have to be pretty careful about that. I think I'll go for this.
I don't carry change.
Nice. This will make it so that he doesn't super want to attack with the navigator.
The ocean is no place for the weak.
I could go for the kill on Misfortune. I mean, would he have used Fury? Fury of the North. Man, that's such a good card. Such a group, like, just a fantastic card. All honesty. It's hard for me to... Let's do the
I
Disciple.
can't wait.
This will make it so he doesn't block with the... Oh, never mind. He's going to.
Let's get a good look at you.
Ready the torches.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take 4 damage to your face. Ooh, I like that draw too. I'll take that.
Always forward.
We'll go ahead and just like let this one go through. I could have blocked with this guy. Probably worth it to block with this guy there. We would have procced him once more. Alright, we have we're in a peculiar spot. We're in a very peculiar spot. Sejuani could hit the field. I actually want Sejuani to hit the field here. That way he runs out of mana for Fury of the North and we can threaten Misfortune with our ability. So I think I'm gonna play the Braum. I summon Braum to the field. He will protect my back line. I think he knows. I think he actually knows. Let's see. So if he Furies the Misfortune, she goes to 7, which means Transfusion does not save my Braum. I think we'll Transfusion Disciple.
Left for a snack? My shield is my food line. Have fun.
The bloodier the better.
I think I want to go for this. He really wants to block here.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, we'll do that. That's 2 Misfortunes down. I attack you with my field. Make your move.
Looking for trouble.
Alright, last Misfortune. This one actually managed to get buffed. Make it rain. Oh, please don't.
Never stop shooting.
Please don't. He's gonna steal cards.
Treasures of the ages.
I hate this. This mechanic is literally the dumbest.
They're out
Why
there.
you just stole that from
I'll
me.
spot 'em.
That one at least could be seen as a card in his deck, so that's not too bad. We'll go ahead and pass.
It is easy.
Right.
See?
Death's Hand. I like that. We're gonna probably...
Safety will cost you.
throw that on him so that he can... It's really frustrating because he can discount my cards as well. We're gonna do that.
Safeguard our homes.
Safeguard our homes. Let's see. He still has mana for Fury. So I think we're just gonna skip this block. I'm okay taking this damage. He already plundered. Drop this.
I like your style.
I like your face.
Don't ask where it's from.
Come on
Drop
in.
this.
Good times, good friends. What could be better?
Pilfered good, so. What's he gonna steal that might win him? Go ahead. Alright, this will be the last swing, and we have just enough mana for Vladimir and our 2 other cards. So, Vladimir, I summon thee.
My glory.
My glory.
You must be Lord Vladimir.
And you must be.
We do have to be very cautious of Riptide Rex. That's kind of a... I really hate this card. Okay. So honestly, we can just win now. Yeah. We'll let this go through. He just handed us the victory. GG. Steal my cards all you want. You can't use them without mana. And that's game. Oh man. This deck's a lot of fun. Alright, so we have the Tavern Keeper. I'm not too worried about healing right now. We're gonna drop all of these and keep the transfusion. This card's just broken. This is a disgustingly good card. Dude, this is a disgustingly good hand. We got the Crimson Demolitionist with the Ember Maiden.
Let me show you what I can do.
Let me show you what I can do. Alright, so he's playing Demacia, so he could be... There's a really good chance he has the... What the hell's the name of the card? The 6 mana card that summons a unit, so we're just gonna open attack. Keep him from trying to do that. He's actually playing Poro. Oh, I think he's playing a Poro deck. That makes sense. I'm glad I still went for that attack because that's a pretty good Poro.
If they don't break, they'll burn.
The
You.
yeah, Lux Poros is a concept that seems pretty interesting. Now we got Fury of the North.
Is it the
Okay, so Braum hits the field. I think we're gonna save for Fury of the North mana. I think that's the best way to do this.
Have you met my shield?
Yeah, you gotta... You can't do that. I'm sorry, guy. As much as I would love to give you the freedom to make that attack possible, it just isn't. There's really... I can't really summon Vladimir here.
Delicious.
You are safe with Braum.
Do I want to consume that much mana though? Yeah, we'll do the transfusion. Oh, ouch. Oh boy. That's not good.
Is that all? Duty and fire.
Ow.
It is easy, see?
Battle Fury, what the heck? Alright, we're gonna have to...
Follow along, little ones.
We're in a really bad spot. This is not good. That just our deck does not have hard removal to deal with a Braum with 9/9. So I really wish we had more of the Crimson stuff so we can take advantage of disciples being generated. I really need to draw the crimson unit that allows me to generate more crimson units, because we're gonna have to. This match is going to be an over-the-top one. Oh, he actually passes there. Alright, so yeah, this is. Let's do this.
Warm hearts and hot soup.
He could have single combat, he could have Lux. There's a lot of things he can have here.
Always chasing after this one.
Let the flames take you.
I would hearken to say he might not have healing. If he's not playing the Tavern Keeper, we could get the burn going.
Friends, we go together.
Oh snap. Okay. This is not looking good. Not looking good. This is definitely not looking good. What the hell is this deck? Oh boy.
Let's show our friend. This is fun, yes? I've carved meat bigger than you.
Oh, this hurts.
Okay.
Breathe.
First we fight. Good luck. Have fun.
Embers and smoke.
Eat. Eat and grow strong.
Okay. Pearl snacks, single combat. Wow. And I can't even use the Fury of the North here to save myself. Well, we just got destroyed by Pluros. I did not think about Battle Fury. That was like, I can't even. He's still just gonna straight up kill this thing. So there's really nothing we can do. GG. That was what the heck, dude? The Battle Fury.
Who's gonna close that?
All right, well, that didn't go quite as planned. Ionia Burn. Oh boy, this is like the best deck in the game right now, and for good reason. I think I want to keep both of these. Nice. And I want to keep this for the early game plays. This is like just such a degenerate combo. You have elusives that can't be blocked, and then you combine that with some of these broken, like the 3 mana card that kills a unit and deals 3 to anything, or well, deals 3 to a unit, deals 3 to anything. Like, my goodness. At least we got the Tavern Keeper to heal us a little bit. Not looking good. So it's just a big combination of like things that you can't actually defend against reliably. So very, very degenerate combo. What are you taking forever to do for? I mean, it's literally just a swing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sweet. Alright, can we survive the onslaught? Pass. They also get to run transfusion in this deck, so it makes them very like very resilient against damage-based removal. It's just such a scary deck. Like, it's so powerful. Like, they can run things like
Alone, you see things as they
I don't think
truly
that's a standard combo or a standard card, but okay. So I think here, I think we'll just play the Curator. Do I play the Curator? Or do I play the Ember Maiden? I could play the Ember Maiden and set her up for death, which I think might be... But I want the Ember Maiden to get a little bit more value, so we'll do this.
I found my family, my bloodkin.
I'm going to take a lot of damage here. He has 2 mana bank for transfusion, which is very, very scary. Alright, so I summon my Crimson Curator. Hits me with everything you've got.
Strike hard.
I end my turn. This is a pretty curious opportunity. I think we open attack, actually. I think we open attack. I attack with my Crimson Curator.
For the Empire.
Oh. Interesting.
For the glory of Noxus.
I play Kindly Tavern Keeper, allowing me to heal my Nexus for 3.
This'll take the chill off.
You could still play this Spider. So I might have been better to wait for the Ember Maiden, but we're getting pretty low. I think it's a good opportunity. And then, oops, my bad. I think I bumped my mic. And then I do want to finish her off, so we're gonna go for this. Hope he doesn't have transfusion or any other protective stuff. He's got it. Oh, damn. An entire Will of Ionia to protect his monk. That is kind of wild. This doesn't seem like the standard burn elusive deck. Hey, we got our Demolitionist now. We might be able to start racing him, depending on how things go.
They'll never see me coming!
War Mason, reporting for duty.
I'm gonna play it like this, and then we can get the Ember Maiden on. I want him to develop his board so that Ember Maiden can clear a lot of these 1-drops. Is kind of the goal here. And this is not a terrible play. We can still defend against a lot of his units that aren't elusive, obviously, while also getting some damage in and generating us a card, which that's actually a good card.
If they don't break, they'll burn.
Okay. So he actually has 2 of these. Oh, good.
Everyone bleeds for the
We'll do
right
that.
prize.
Dang. Did not really expect that to be the end there, but we'll take it. Victory is mine. My deck is superior, Kaiba. I know your name's not Kaiba, but I can't stop saying Kaiba in this voice. I want to keep Fury. I want to keep the Curator. I want to fish for Transfusion, I think. Like, that's just such a good combo tool. Oh boy, that's not good. Of all the matchups to get the Scar Mother in, this is not the one that we want. Whew. She will not be able to swing over giant sea monsters. But hopefully we can kind of wear them down, and maybe we won't have to see the end game, so we can keep our stuff going. Little Braum. That is one of the unfortunate aspects of the playing against Shadow Isles, is they have hard removal like Vengeance, so buffed up Braum doesn't actually get super far. Okay, end your turn. I will accept that and pass as well. My turn. It seems that I don't want to make any big moves, so I will bank my mana and pass my turn. What will you do? Lore of the deck. Searching your deck for sea monsters, I see. And lowering their cost. Strong move, considering I don't have early game plays. Still passing, but I will take this opportunity to play Crimson Curator. Come to the field. Got a lot of mana. 4 mana is the Maokai turn, so I think I actually want to play the Braum. He could Vengeance, but I want to play the Braum here. I summon Braum to the field. Powerful units. Powerful champion, I should say. How will you handle my current state of play? Pass.
It's nothing personal.
I will go for a swing here for 4 damage. Or should I go for much more?
Left for a snack?
He had the Abyssal Eye Elusive. He had a 1 cost, I see. Not bad. I end my turn. I actually probably could have played that. Because now we actually... I probably should have played that last turn. When he was at 3 mana and didn't have many responses. Now he has like a full set of response to, you know, deal with it. So we're just gonna have to take 3 now. An elusive unit, I can't block. I'll go ahead and take that hit. But then, I will play Imperial Demolitionist in order to
Remember the objectives.
deal damage to you, while also dealing damage to my unit, allowing me to potentially proc his ability. Grasp. I knew you were going to do that. I play... I kind of want that to be like a surprise. I play Elixir of Iron.
Sometimes I see her just needs warm smile.
That shouldn't kill him, right? Yeah. Elixir of Iron buffs my unit's HP by 2, keeping him alive. And I get to thank you, my friend, for generating me a 2nd unit.
Come, Clara, we have
I will now summon the Crimson
I
Disciple.
can't wait.
how do we... He has no mana to respond to this. I will play Noxian Fervor to deal 3 to my Braum, and also deal 3 to your units. Braum's ability will also go into effect, generating me a 3/3 Mighty Puro.
It is easy, see?
It is now my turn.
Time for to show me your best.
Alright, do I want to actually give myself a buff to kill this? How close is he to deep? He's actually really not that close. So I will... Oops, don't know what that was. I will now play Transfusion to buff my Braum and kill your units. While simultaneously proccing Disciple's ability to damage your Nexus. Alright. Taking a big hit there. I'm just gonna obliterate my Disciple, which will... has to have less health. I really don't care. That's actually okay by me. I'll just play another one. I will just play another one. And yeah, I think we'll actually go ahead and keep the mana. I don't want to overcommit. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Ending your round, I will take that pass and go in for my game-winning play. But it is over. I finish you.